Right then. Oh, look at this. Blood for the Blood God. Thank you very much for the jewels. Sending me jewels whilst I'm doing a poo. This is the future. What have I missed? Oh, quite a few people. Sai, straight in there. Blood for the Blood God. Patrick. Bouncing's here as well. And Zeitgeist. Just been for my PSP. Now I've got a coffee pouring. Once that's done, we'll be good to go. How is everyone? Right, I've got a coffee. I've been for a poo. And now I'm ready to stream for you. Might as well turn this camera on, haven't I? Turn this bloody camera on. Oi, oi! Ceremonial dog treat for the Olmaph. I wonder if you can train him with those. I am untrainable, baby! It'll take a lot of treats to train him. I've clearly already eaten a lot of treats and I remain untamed. How are you, Zeitgeist? How are you feeling after your first ever game of Warhammer at the weekend? Old dogs just can't learn new tricks. That's exactly right. Sets up the stream, goes for a poo. That's it. That's how we got to do it, right? Got to have the PSP, baby. Lucky Knife. How are you, my friend? I am Senor Poopy Butt. I washed my hands and everything. Clean. I'm clean for the stream, baby. Spray paint has run out, so Sai is priming by hand. Well, I hope that goes well. How was the game? Yeah, game was good. First 2 or 3 turns, it was quite give and take, and then turn 4 just... a lot of biomass was consumed. The hive mind was happy. Lucky Knife's gotten back into Guild Wars 2. Nice. Are you looking forward to Guild Wars 3? I've seen that is on the horizon in the coming 18 months. Zeitgeist already looking forward to another game. Nice. You've not made me hate it. Well, that's a step in the right direction. Yeah, Zeitgeist's best turn was hitting me back on my turn. Blood for the Blood God now has power. Happy days, can hell dive whenever you want. Next game with Tommy needs a full battle report. Hey, maybe we'll film it. Got to be constantly reminded that GW3 is coming. I wish I had the time for an MMORPG again. Those were the days. Yeah, if I didn't work, oh baby, I'd be all over the MMOs. Let's open some cards. Start the stream. I'm gonna do one of each. Why not? Well, that one's already cut. Selling me pre-cut packs. So, we've got some Warhammer Age of Sigmar, we've got some Hobbit Magic the Gathering. I'm going to open these, have a look at the tasty artwork. Then I'm going to try and balance some dice on top of each other. If you've been in the Discord, you know. Film it and give us commentary like it's an actual battle. Yeah, we could do a bit of that. Yeah. We'll call it Bollocks to the Dice Box. I'll get some visual effects. Could be fun. I don't think you're going to beat my record. What is your record, Si? Right, let's open some of this, shall we? Warhammer, Age of Sigmar. We've got green skins in here, we've got Nurgle in here, we've got Khorne in here. We've got a lot of cool stuff. Bellowing voice, rally the little uns. Festering Nurglings. I used to like the little metal Nurglings you used to be able to get. Regrowth and Thunderstrike are both abilities in World of Warcraft, having just spoken about MMORPGs. Loon Smasher Fanatics. Oh, there's one with me on it. That's my custom Olmaph card. The slobbering beast of Nurgle. Sounds about right. And our shiny card is the Knight Incantor. It's a common. It's a shiny. I'm just going to move this slightly over here, so I'll stop bashing my hand on it. Put that over there. There we go. There we go. 12 dice to beat. Okay. We'll give that a go in a second. Let's see if I can pull the £1,000 shiny Smaug card. Smaug! The big golden dragon card would be awfully sexual. If I pull the big golden Smaug card, I'll immediately give away a combat patrol. How about that? It's like the rarest card in the set. It's not going to happen, but you never know. You never know your luck in a raffle. Right. Ravening Wog. Bearer of friends. That's like me. Olmaph, bearer of online internet friends. Nerds or us. Oh, show us your hobbit hole. Nerds or us, that's the one. Celebrate the Mountain King. Oh, shiny island. And an enduring story with a dwarf on the back. Nice! But no full art. That's what we want. We need the full arts. Right, we've opened some cards. Now let's try and stack some dice, shall we? It fell over while I was grabbing my phone. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, we need some dice. Right. So if we can stack all of these, then we win. Oi, nerds, don't forget to take that thumb and leave it on the screen. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir, right. This isn't even a flat surface, which could be a problem. Let's do it right in the middle of the Olmaph sword, shall we? Oh, one. Whoop. What did everyone get up to at the weekend then? Anything interesting? I'm speed running this. Here we go. No messing around. Oh, we're up to 5. Oh, it's already very, very wobbly. I wonder if you need to do like certain numbers. Oh, that third one up is very wobbly. Oh! We got all the way up to 8. Right, I'm going to take the white ones out. I don't trust the white dice. Something about them. Too wobbly. Too wobbly. Hello, 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 Psycho. How you doing, my friend? How was your weekend? Good to see you, Psycho. Blood for the Blood God started Master of the Maelstrom. Chapter 4, and I'm loving the Red Corsairs even more. Nice. Always the whites, letting the side down. Right, let's get stacking. 1. I'm going to put them all 6 up as well. A 6. Do you know what it looks like to roll a 6 Zeitgeist? You certainly didn't yesterday. Oh, dice burn. Dun, 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 dun. This is not a particularly straight tower, I tell you that. Oh no! Come on, we can get 10. Not doing great, oh dear, oh dear. First day of work after 3 weeks vacation. Wow, 3 weeks off. The dreaded Monday blues, that's it. Ah, your Hierophant has arrived. What a beast. Let's see some pictures, Psycho. Patrick took it easy on Saturday. Watched South Africa get a thrashing in the rugby. Sunday was 9 hours of Warhammer. Ooh, nicely done. Haha, Sai, I'll be leading champ forever. Yeah, probably. I mean, you're witnessing my first ever attempts at this. I have not got particularly steady hands. That is for sure. It's already like the Leaning Tower. What's that? 8. 8? I've not beaten 8 yet. Can I beat 8? Oh, oh, that's 9. A very, very wonky 9. Oh dear, oh dear. So today's best record is 9. We'll try again tomorrow. I've also ordered some materials to make some custom Olmaph dice boxes. I don't think they're going to be very good or very easy to make. But yeah, I should have some by the end of the week. So we'll see how that turns out. Nowhere does them. Like, they don't do quality ones for a good price, so it's kind of annoying. No clue where your dice have gone. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, harder than you might think. Most I managed in 3 attempts. I did an 8, an 8, and a 9. Boom, 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 ba-da-dum. Right, I'm going to carry on painting these guys that we started last week. I noticed as well, last week I thought I'd done all the base red on this one. And then I looked around and I was like, something isn't quite right on this one. No, it wasn't this one, it was this one. I was like, I've done all the red, haven't I? Done all the red? No. There's this huge, the biggest chunk of red, and I missed it. So, we're going to do that. Get some red on this one as well. Get rid of this box, put that up there. Bum 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 bum. Hey look, Zeitgeist gave me a gift. He gave me some Mod Podge. Anyone in here used Mod Podge before? Any good? There's 8 fluid ounces of the stuff there. Happy days. Afro, Afro, how are you, Afro? Howdy. The blood letters themselves won't be red. They will be a different red, but yes, they will be red. I'm making the mount dark red and the blood letters slightly lighter red. That's the plan. I wanted to differentiate between the two. I didn't want them to all be just one big shade of red. Bum bum ba da da. Oh 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 oh. We got Lucky Knife posting some of his demons, his demonettes in the Discord, looking good. Anybody else wants to share any more plastic in the Discord, you're more than welcome. Always good to see what you guys have been working on. Your blood letters are a different red to your world eaters. Yeah, I've got some blood letters, but they just have one layer of red on them and some gold on the weaponry. I need to put a wash on there at some point and then do the bases. But I never seem to finish anything. Ooh. I mean, this is disgusting. Oh. I think I probably need a new water pot. Looks like a science experiment. Yeah, that's how they what's got on there. Looks like a gift from Nurgle himself. Simon is priming some Terminators. Nice. Ooh, Psycho's posted the Hierophant. Let me have a look. Oops. Ooh. It's a big boy. Looks very fleshy. Look forward to seeing what you do with that. Nice stuff, Psycho. Nice. Oh, look at it next to a little Age of Sigmar miniature. That really shows how big it is. Right, let's get some red paint in the shaker, shall we? think it was this one. I saw someone said they had a book where they paint a little patch and label which bits to put on which model. That's a really good idea, I like that. Because I never remember what paint I've used on certain models. Right, this is the palette as things currently stand. Colourful array. Interesting how some of them dry way shinier than others. Right, we'll put that there. And away we go. No paint or build from the Blood God. Finish Kravek Morn and the Helldrake. Build the last few Marines for your son. Then it's off to Lord of Schools and the Chaos Bike. Nice. Are you using 2 Ogflop mugs, one for paint and one for coffee? This is my water mug. Looks like Nurgle's chosen water mug. This has never been cleaned in 4 years. An Olmaph mug, which you can get from olmaph.com. Tasty, tasty coffee, baby. Ernie! How are you, Ernie? Hello there. General Kenobi. How are you, Ernie? What have you been up to, my friend? Right, let me find a little brush. Ooh, Ernie got a few new minis. What have you got, Ernie? Glad to hear that you are good, my friend. What did people think of the new captain on bike? Is that everything you guys had ever dreamed of? Did you punch the air in celebration when you saw it? Ooh, has some stuff been announced going to Legends, Patrick? I haven't seen that. Psychow, that water mug really looks like Nurgle's Cauldron, that's it. It has been blessed by the Plague Father himself. Well, it's a Space Marine captain. Yeah, I'm surprised it's not Titus. I said as a joke they were going to release Titus on Bicus. And that's basically what it is. They have actually released Titus on Bicus. Olmaph, can you guess what I'm going to paint my Terminators? Well done on spelling my name right. Not many people manage that nowadays. Well, I would guess they're going to be yellow. Correct me if I'm wrong. I've actually got some Blood Angels Terminators I need to paint at some point. Quite looking forward to painting those. And I have an additional army on the way as well. I accidentally bought some Custodes yesterday. Has there been a post about Legends? What have I missed? $226 new minis. Ooh, look at this. Imperialis. Looks good, Ernie. Looks good. I look forward to seeing them built. Dum 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 bum 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 bum. Ah, there's been a Codex Space Marines announcement. Interesting. Ah, that in here is the list. Oh, you can't use your tactical squad anymore. God damn it. Ooh, Legends. Centurion Assault Squad and Devastator Squad. The Razorback, the Predators, the Vindicator, the Whirlwind. What? No! My Stormhawk. God damn it. Want to sell Stormhawk. What the hell? Why has that gone to Legends? Ah, that's annoying, man. So does that mean that we are going to get new tanks, do you reckon? Because that's just stripped a whole load of tanks out of the game. Oh, I'm quite sad about the Stormhawk going. That's a real shame. Accidentally bought. Yeah, slipped, tripped, and clicked. And next thing you know, I've got an Adeptus Custodes Combat Patrol on the way. Did you guys see the link I put? I mean, they've all sold now, but I did link in the good deal section of the Discord some combat patrols for £60 and under. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, I accidentally had to buy one. Luckily though, Chaos doesn't have enough models as it is to put any in Legends. Khorne have got quite a few models in Legends. Like that Greater Scorpion that Lucky Knife was asking about in the Discord. That's in Legends. Which is a pretty cool model. Yeah, the old tiny Space Marines, right? The little boys. Picking on the little boys. The little boys, the tanks, and my beloved Stormhawk. Yeah, so what's going to happen with tanks? Got rid of the Razorback, the Predator, the Vindicator, and the Whirlwind. Is that them rationalising tanks, or are we going to get new ones? be interesting to see how OP the old stuff is in modern terms. Because the barrier for OP moves frequently, right? So I'm going to paint these 3 manually, and then the next 3 I'm going to try with a airbrush. See if I can get things done a little bit quicker. I need to utilise the airbrush more often then. Bum, bum. Did you see what I said about the Terminators? You said guess what colour, I said yellow. Did you say anything after that? Let me scroll. Ah, how did you know? Well, you're our favourite Imperial Fist, right? I'd have been shocked if you said something that wasn't yellow. Ah, Ernie reckons there's definitely going to be new tanks. I mean, it's been a long time since we got new tanks, right? It's a bit sad to only get one model released. One model preview today. And it's just a bike. Like, okay. And even worse, it's a Space Marine bike and not a Chaos bike. Or any other bike. Ah, yeah, I saw you say the legs were like the old models in the Discord. Bum, 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 bum. So Patrick, that was your first ever win, right, at the weekend? Firstly, GG. Secondly, how did you achieve it? What was the strategy? Chaos Bikes, Rhinos, Land Raiders, all 20 years old. Yeah, I'd quite like to see that. I reckon they could do some really cool stuff with Chaos Bikes. And the Rhino, whether it be Chaos or Imperial, has been around for donkey's years, right? Do you think anyone would be upset if they got a new Rhino? Would they say, "Oh, you can't do that, it's a classic. It's like changing the Mini"? Don't know if it's me, but it's something about it looks exactly like the old models. Yes, entirely possible. Needs some updates, even if they just add an extra sprue with more options. Yeah, I'd be really interested to see what a new Rhino would look like. I wonder if AI could give us an example of what a new Rhino could look like. ba, ba. Here's an Imperial Fist quiz. Do you know about the Last Wall Protocol? Regal dope at his walls. Isn't it where, like, if the throne is going to fall, everyone comes back together or something like that? Just getting into the Space Marine Codex teasers. 212, good to see you. How are you? Do we like the move to Toughness 5 Tacticus armor and Toughness 6 Termes? And do we think other armies will see a similar change? It'd be interesting to see how it plays out, right? Because I was playing against Space Marines on Saturday, and I kind of felt like they could have been a little bit tougher, so maybe that's just who I was playing, right? Kadu Lost, welcome to the stream, thank you for talking to me. New to the hobby, any ideas on how to get painting experience without paying crazy GW prices for minis to practice on? If you have a local Games Workshop store, they will give you a free mini to practice on. In fact, they will give you 2 free minis to practice on, which is a good way of doing it. And if you want lots and lots of minis, you can often buy some cheap ones on eBay, depending on where on the planet you are. Whereabouts are you from, Kadu? And thank you for getting involved in the stream. Always good to talk. Yeah, if the Emperor's throne is in trouble, all of the Imperial Fist successor chapters come back and fight. What do you think is the most likely thing to cause trouble to the Emperor's throne? There's an interesting question for you. Rude. I'm throwing shade like a parasol, baby. The emergency selling of all Legend to be vehicles in Facebook groups. Fire sale. In other unrelated news, anyone want to buy a Stormhawk Interceptor? Yeah. I really like my Stormhawk Interceptor. I'm disappointed that it's going to Legends. Going to be interesting. Apparently points costs are going up, so Space Marines are going to be more elite. Okay, yeah, I can see that happening. Makes sense, makes sense.
Thanks for the ideas. I am tuning in from Texas.
Hey, look at that. Let me play you a thank you jingle, Kadu.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh yeah, Kadu, let's go. Thank you for the super chat, you hero. Everything's bigger in Texas, baby. Yeah, appreciate that. Very nice super chat all the way from Texas. Yeah, always happy to answer any questions on the stream. And if you want to join our Discord, there are hundreds of people in there that will be more than happy to help you. So what's making you think about getting into the hobby, Kadu? We've got a few people from Texas now, quite a few, good handful. What's making you want to swap your human monies for plastic minis? First time in, dropping dollars, that's it, awesome. Good to see. Yeah, all that happens is those dollars come to me and then I convert them into plastic. There you go, Blood for the Blood God, giving you the link for the Discord as well. So if you want to jump in there, take a look around, get some inspiration, you're more than welcome. And if there's anybody else hanging out in the back of the chat that wants to get involved, just like Kadu_Lost has done, just type out a message. We don't bite, predominantly, unless we roll a 6. And Zeitgeist doesn't know how to roll 6s, so should be alright. Dum da 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 da. Pretty sure that the flagship Warhammer store for America is in Grapevine, Texas. Ah, okay, is that true? Fun fact, I like it. Haha, Blood for the Blood God. You could throw that money back at the Lost Cause. That is a gift membership for me. I've gifted, in the last 2 months, I've gifted 20 gifted memberships and none of them hit you. I have tried. Bum 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 bum. Dum dum dum. Choosing violence today, I see. Well, you know, got to get them in before you eventually beat me, and then it all comes back. Imagine rolling 6s. Yeah, I had a very, very stubborn psychophage that just refused to die. In fact, it's still on the table behind me with 1 wound left. Laughing in Zeitgeist's general direction. The Coda is back! And not only is the Coda back, but the Coda is back with the StarCraft minis. Ooh, you got the whole Zerg army built and based. Awesome. Chuck them in the Discord, Coda. Would be very nice to see some StarCraft minis in there. How did you find it? Did you enjoy it? Yeah, I always tend to ask people if they enjoyed it, because sometimes you can kind of forget that that's the whole point, right? That's why we're here. Bum 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 bum. Haha, wait, rolling 6s is an option? Yeah, it's not easily done. Many have tried, none have succeeded. Yeah, I actually gave Zeitgeist. He had to borrow my dice, and I gave him the ones that have only got 2 1s on them and no 6, and he never noticed. They aren't painted yet, but it was my first time building Wargame minis. It was fun other than the queen, which was not fun to build. Fell apart a few times on me. Others went together perfectly. Okay. What glue were you using? Did you go super glue or plastic glue? Sounds like super glue if it was falling apart, right? Not painted yet. I mean, it's always good to see the minis, even if they have no paint yet. 10 likes for 17 watching. Get those thumbs up in the air, baby. Did you game in your basement? We gamed here. This is the table. Still left. Not tidied away yet. Now know how to play the game. Yeah, did you have a little introductory session, Si? How did it go? Plastic cement, the pieces just didn't want to go together on her specifically. Okay. Yeah, sometimes it'd be like that, right? Psychow. This has just made you want to build a Zerg army. Nice. Budget Tyranids. You can copy my homework, but don't make it obvious. Bum 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 bum. The coda of the StarCraft minigame is a lot of fun. Got to play it a while back. I don't know how it compares to other tabletop war games though. Don't make me buy more games. I've already got 40k, AOS, 30k, Old World, Blood Bowl. It never ends. Well, technically I don't have 30k yet, but I am going to purchase the incoming Custodies box at the weekend, I reckon. Something corn flavoured, yes, Hayden. Corn flavoured indeed. How are you, Hayden? How was your weekend, my friend? Good to see you back in the chat once again. Bum ba dum ba dum. Through the pics in the Discord. Nice, let me have a look. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. They look really cool. As I say, Tyranids, you can copy my homework, you just don't make it obvious. Really nice looking models there. So did they come in purple plastic, or have you painted it that purple? I guess they make it in purple plastic so that you can like play it out of the box if you want to. Ba-da-da-da-da. Good! College starts today, so just bouncing between a few classes. Nice. First day. What? Oh, is it first day back after the summer? Is that right? How are you feeling about the first day back? The Zerg come in purple plastic, Tyran in blue, and Protoss in gold. Okay, nice. Should be an easy semester, but we will see. Hopefully it's nice and easy so you can spend more time with the Olmaph boys. Do you think you'll have much time for hobbying? Or is it going to be a real knuckle down focus on the goal? Dum, 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 dum. Haha, I'll make time. Good to hear, Hayden. Hello all! Hello there, Black Sigil. How are you, buddy? How's your weekend been, good sir? There is an Old World pre-order this weekend. Is there anything that interests you, or have you already bought the things you want to buy? I'm not going to let something silly like the future of my life stop me from painting silly little plastic men. Yeah, silly little plastic men could well be the future. Dubois Noman. Hey there, what system are you painting up for? Well, so you could use these in AOS or 40k, I think, can't you? You can use them in 40k demons, I think, as well as Blades of Corn. What system do you tend to play, Dubois? Have you got a favourite army? Thank you for getting involved in the chat, my friend. These will probably go in my AOS Blades of Corn army, but pretty good. No plans to order anything right now. Working on a Mordheim video. Nice. Which army would you say gets the most love on your streams, Black Sigil? Is there a fan favourite when it comes to the old world? I've just realised I've been reading Dubious as Dubois. That's like an AA ROM situation, right? Dubious No Man. And I also have a modest making of Ogre More Tribes. Big collection of Slaves to Darkness. 5,000 points. Awesome, man. How did you get into the hobby then, Dubious? Dubious Dubois, as you shall now be known. What was it? What persuaded you to buy your first mini? High Elves and Dwarves. Nice. Yeah, I used to have High Elves as a kid. And I think I had Chaos Dwarves as opposed to Dwarves. Chaos Dwarves still a thing? But yeah, I had like some elves with like big spears and really big shields. Seem to remember. I don't know whatever happened to those. I don't know where they went. Bum, bum, bum. It could be in the loft at my mum's now. Don't think so. Probably went in the bin. Bum 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 bum. Hayden looked briefly into Old World, and the Egyptian zombie guys seemed kinda neat. Yeah, Black Sigil Studios is a good place to go for all things Old World. We do a little bit of Old World on this channel, but he is an Old World king. If it's AA Ron, then I'll be called Blocker. Ah. The Total War Warhammer 3 hype got me to love Be'lakor. And the pandemic gave me loads of free time to paint hobby. Nice. Yeah, Be'lakor's a nice model, right? So Slaves to Darkness and Ogre, more tribes. Did you get any of the new more tribes models? There've been a fair few in recent weeks, right? Dum 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 da 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 da. Bum bum. Ba-da-da-da. Chaos Dwarves have been put into Legacy. They have rules but won't be updated going forward for Old World. Ah, that's a shame. That is a shame, but you never know. Never say never. Have you seen the Space Marine Codex? Hayden, the only things that I looked at briefly earlier on in the stream were the things that are going to Legends. And I am upset that my Stormhawk Interceptor is going to Legends. How about you, Hayden? What have you thought? What are your thoughts so far on the new toughness updates, perhaps? We got Lil Hater. Lil Hater up inside the place. And Hydra Helldrake, back-to-back new commenters in the chat. Lil Hater is new to painting Warhammer. Can you give me some tips? Have you painted stuff before? So a good thing to get is something to hold them in, which I'm not demonstrating here because these have got really big bases. But you can get like a little mini holder such as this, which will keep things steady for those that have got shaky hands. When it comes to paint, make sure to thin your paint down a little bit. A little bit of water with your paint. Or a wet palette. Wet palettes are very useful. Take your time, and the most important thing of all is enjoy it. Keep the questions coming, Lil Hater. And also, if you want to join our Discord, give this video a thumbs up. And then type !Discord in the chat and you'll get a link. And there you can ask many people many questions. You can get some inspiration from all the stuff that's already been shared in there. And you can share some of your armies in there as well. Always good to see new armies. Hydra, hello, hello, fellow humans, carbon-based life forms. How are you, Hydra? Is the Helldrake a sign of the army that you may or may not collect? What does Warhammer look like to you, Hydra Helldrake? Thanks for getting involved. Dubious. That new box is some gorgeous sculpts. Been greedily painting away the contents. Before the update, I had 2 boxes of classic ogre spearheads. Nice. Dubious, jump in the Discord. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at some tasty, tasty ogres. Hayden only plays Tau. Don't care for the fact that regular Space Marines are as tough as Crisis suits now. Well, Space Marines are notoriously pretty tough, right? Bum ba da 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 dum dum da 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 da. Friend or traitor has joined us in the Discord. Wave your hand in the air. Let me know which one of you is that person. Lil Hater, busy painting my first and I'm getting there, I guess. What was the first mini you got then, Lil Hater? Did you get one of the free minis from your local Games Workshop store, or did you go in and did you swap your human monies for plastic minis? That is the question. Slafe! I thought we were done with these guys. Is this a new batch? No, this is as far as I've got, Slafe. You know me. Talk too much, paint too little. How are you, Slafe? How goes the Diablo? What have you been doing in there? Saw you on there, I think it was yesterday. Ba-da-da-da. Haha, yeah they are, that's why the Imperial Fist are the Emperor's shield. Dubious, it's you, good. I look forward to seeing some of your stuff in there, my friend. Take a look around, get involved. Thank you for joining, and if anybody else wants to join the Discord, scroll up a little bit, click on the link, and away we go. Servers have been brutal. Weird lag and lots of glitchy behaviours. What? Is that an official Blizzard server you're using, or is it some sort of private server nonsense going on? You 3D printed one to see if it's enjoyable. What did you print? The FBI will be at your door shortly. Yeah, you can get a free one if you live near a Warhammer store. They will give you a model for free to see if you like it. Hydra may or may not have started my first army as Alpha Legion, Warp Talons and 3 Drakes. 3 Drakes! So much trim! Oh man, the trim. Is it all painted up, Hydra? Or are you still working on it? How's it going? Are you enjoying it? What made you decide that the Alpha Legion was for you? Bum, 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 bum. Do 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 do. Lil Space Marine. And what colour scheme have you gone for then on your first ever Space Marine? Yeah, you can get a free Space Marine. You go to your local Warhammer store. It has to be a specific Warhammer store, not just like a random games store. If it's a Warhammer store, whereabouts are you based? We've got a few new people, and we've got Dubious, we've got Hydra, we've got Lil. Whereabouts on this blue and green marble floating through space do you guys reside? Slafe plays on the regular Blizzard servers. Perhaps should give trying Hobbywork a try again. Scratching some paint onto an old company champion on Saturday. Okay, nice. Always good. Sai drove for an hour to get to their local Warhammer store, but got a free mini. Okay, that's good. Haha. Go to a store when it's kind of busy, express interest. You'll get more advice and free stuff than you know what to do with. Sounds good to me. Haha, Hayden. Might I convince you to join the greater good? Dum, 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 dum. Hey Hayden, why did the towel go to the world's best cheesemonger? For the greater Gouda! Baby! Really want to see T4 Aspect Warriors? Feels fitting. Marble, don't you mean disc? Sorry, yes, disc on back of turtle. South Africa. Ah, Lil. We have got a couple of people from South Africa. South Africa, which is good. We've got Patrick. He should be somewhere in the chat. He is currently based in South Africa. Might be able to give you some South African Warhammer tips. Dubious is in Ohio. Ohio. Surprisingly lively AOS community over here. Good to hear, my friend. 6 out of 10 joke. I'll take it. That's better than my average. Allies and foes are all welcome to the Friendly Bale Fire Barbecue. Yeah, anybody else wants to join the Discord, you'd be more than welcome. Exclamation mark Discord in the chat. Get yourself a link. Clickety clickety. And get involved. Really good to see you guys here. If you can spare a thumb for the channel, always good to get those thumbs up. Lil seems really fun so far. Enjoying it. Yeah, it's a good group of people, right? A good group of people, especially around here on this channel and in the Discord. Some pretty cool people around here. And Lucky Knife. Good to see new people in the chat, always. Yeah, for some reason I always think that Sai lives in Canada. How are you, Lucky? How goes the Slaneshing? Bum, bum, ba-da-da-dum, bum. I still don't understand why. I don't know. I can't get everything right all of the time, right? I suppose I could grace your server with my presence. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Be good to get some more Tau in there, for sure. Yeah, we don't get masses of Tau in there at the minute. We get a reasonable amount, but we can always live with more. Are you Nightwave? Hayden equals Nightwave, is that correct? Bomb, bomb. Do you remember where I live? Well, it's got to be USA, right? USA! USA! I still think it's Canada. Not that I've seen, but there is a place I think that sells. I'll have to go and check them out at some point. Yeah, go have a little bit of a Google. See what you can find. Not always easy to ship stuff to South Africa. have we found on this channel? As I've sent merchandise to Patrick that has had a not the best success rate. What did get there took forever. Technically, there is still some stuff in the postal system waiting to get there. More skulls for the skull throne, that's it. Do I remember the state? Not a chance. How am I supposed to remember that? Minnesota? Is that even a state? Michigan? Is that a state? Something beginning with M? Would the Warhammer 40,000 introductory set be a good place to start? Yes, sir. If you want to be introduced, the introductory set, not a bad idea, right? But take a little look around at the different types of armies. See what you think is cool. Always good to have models that you think look cool, right? And paint them in colours that you think are cool. Do what you want. It's your hobby. Enjoy it. That's the whole point. Let's have some fun. Hayden's army is in the channel. Right, let me have a look. Oh, we've got a few things in here. Right, friend or traitor with some big ogres and some tasty looking chaos. Let me have a look. Ooh, nice. Got some nice snowy bases as well. I like that. Oh, that is a lot. That is a lot of chaos. I feel like you could do with an extra shelf. Nice. A very nice to-do list there. Look at all this stuff. Sat patiently waiting for some paint. Ooh, Sorcerer looks good. Very good. Don't recognise that model, but it looks awesome. Nice. A butcher. A butcher. Ooh, we've got a nice selection of Chaos Demons as well. Thank you for sharing. Let me scroll. Let me scroll. 1,000 points of greater good. Ah, I like it. Nice. You've got a nice double colour scheme going on. I like that. I like it. Pretty clean painting as well there, sir. Nicely done. With the Arctic bases. Nice. Afro's shared some square bases with us as well. Some cheeky little grots gretching around. I like it. Yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff. Thank you all for sharing. And as a lot of you know, and some of you new people might not know, what I do is I take all those pictures from the Discord, put them into a video, and every Monday and Tuesday we upload a Olmaph Discord community short. So keep an eye out for that. You'll probably see some of your miniatures in the next month or so. Ba-da-da-da. They are both states. Hey, look at that. Geography me. Yeah, I do at some point anticipate getting an Olmaph Atlas. That'd be pretty cool. You have another shelf. All the shelves. You can see a lot of my shelves here, look. I need to get a better light to light them up so you can actually see what's behind me. Let me do a quick... Even when I do that, you can't really see them, right? Ooh, Lil Hater joined the Discord. At least I can tell it's you with that username. Welcome. Take a look around. Get involved, my friend. Secret is prime them the army colour so I don't have to paint it. Top tier. Clever, clever. You just need a better room lighting situation. Yeah, because this room doesn't actually have a light. So you know in the middle of the roof of most rooms, the ceiling light. Well, this room doesn't have one. So the only light is this one. Oh no, here. Well, that is the only light in here. Like, if I turn that off, turn my face light off, and the desk light off, things get real dark real quickly, right? Interesting that the desk still looks reasonably light. Yeah, in the old room, when I was upstairs before I had to move downstairs because of the baby that we created taking over my old room, I did have LED strips around all the shelves. Keep it like that, much better. Why I oughta. And for all those new people that might not know as well, all of the music here on this stream is entirely made by me and is available for free download on olmaph.com. If you are making YouTube shorts or you have your own stream and you need some music to put in the background, you're more than welcome to use this stuff. Have we filled up the red bar above my head yet? We have not. There's a red bar here which you can power up using your thumbs. It would be pretty cool if we could manage that. Thank you, very much appreciated. Ooh. Great Unclean one, one of my favourite models. Look at that. I guess technically that's Rotigus, right? Looks good, looks very nice, very nurgly. Oh, I do like these big demon models, they look very nice. The big blue bird of change looks tasty, look at that. Awesome. Awesome stuff, man. Thumbs for the Olmaph God. Hey, Stephen. How's everyone doing today? I'm doing jolly fabulous, my dear friend. How are you, Stephen? How was your weekend? Bum, 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 bum.
Hey up, we got a new subscriber,
New
baby.
subscriber! K2 subscribe, thank you for the sub, my friend. Ooh yeah, K2 subscribe, thank you for the sub, let's go! Yeah, the bot doesn't always tell me when people sub. Sometimes it tells me late, sometimes it doesn't tell me at all. But if it does, we will celebrate with a little journey through the warp, i.e. a flashing light and a bit of a dance. Bum, 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 bum. Steven started working on the Tyranids again. It's a gene stealer kind of day today. I like it, Steven. I look forward to seeing those in the Discord. Have you ordered some bikers, Blood for the Blood God? I'm anticipating new bikers coming. I'm hoping so. I am hoping. I remember when you used to be able to buy a Chaos Biker for £3. 3 great British pounds back when I started collecting. I'ma send a pic of my one I'm busy painting. Yeah, nice one, Lil. Let's have a look. It's always going to be a little bit different painting a 3D printed model. Reacts differently with the paint. But it's good to get a little start on the hobby, see if you enjoy it, figure out a colour scheme. A little song, a little dance, Batman's head on a lance. Nice, dubious. Nice, very nice. Excuse you. Thank you for the exclusion. Nice, I can see your mini in the Discord. So a good idea will be to put a lighter shade of blue on the edges. But I mean, you've got paint where the paint is supposed to be, right? You've got some nice shiny trim to the shoulder pads and the Aquila on the chest. He's got some coloured eyes. Off to a good start. Ooh, look at this. Patrick, is that your wing? Have you done that? That looks awesome. I like that a lot. That is mad. How have you done that? Bum, bum, bottom, bottom. No, Vice President Dudgeon, excuse you. Yeah, that's really cool, man. I like that. I like that indeed. Yeah, I'm a little bit more belchy than usual today. I think it's because I had chicken chorizo and a can of Coke for my tea. It's made me a little bit belchy today. Chicken and a can of Coke. Thousands of tiny lines, blends and washes. Yeah, it looks really good, man. Worth the effort that is being put into it. Very close to filling this red bar above my head. Thank you very much for helping with that. Taken a while, but this is my sole focus now. Yeah, don't burn out though, man. Avoiding burnout very useful, because the problem is, if you burn out doing something, your body or your mind then doesn't want to do it again because it remembers the last time you did it, you were burnt out. So it's good to stop doing something whilst you're still enjoying it, because then you'll go back to it still enjoying it, right? Evening, Traco! Wilson in the chat. How are you, Wilson? Good to see you nice. How was your weekend? We got Nuba Gaming in the Twitch chat as well. How are you, Nuba? Nuba. I'm wanting to do the bass tonight. Where should I find inspiration? I mean, scroll up in the Discord channel. Take a look at all those basses. There's a lot going on in those basses in the Discord channel. There are probably thousands of pictures to look at. Lil Hater, go check it out. Have a little look. See how you get on. And then, Lil Hater, when you paint your official Space Marine that you get from the shop, try adding a bit of water to your paint just to thin it down a little bit, just so you don't lose the details in the print, in the model, sorry. I have a Dremel and I'm thinking of using that. What are you going to use that for, Lil Hater? What's the plan? I'm good, relaxing, looking at my work in progress. What are you working on, Nuba? Nuba, eh? Thank you for getting involved in the chat. I appreciate it. Nuba's already found us in the Discord. Ah, you're working on Mortarion. We just had a Mortarion wing posted in the Discord. If you would like to chuck your Mortarion in there as well, Nuba, it'd be very nice to see. Still got to finish my Morty as well. But with how much I talk and how little I paint, it is no surprise that it is taking me an age to get anywhere with anything. But I enjoy the talking in there. That's why we're here. I talk, you paint, we all have the fun. Ba-da-da-da-da. Look at this. We've got a reunion in the chat. We've got Grim and Nuba pointing at each other like Spider-Man. How are you both? How did you find this channel then, Nuba? How did you find us? Ooh, we got to follow our stream. Thank you for following my stream, yeah, Nuba, baby. I barely hear that in my headphones. 16 dice, I'll believe it when I see it, Si. Grim is well? Yeah, I'm good as well, thank you. Oh, cheeky. Grim Reaver with a guff. Hey, look at this Morty. Looking good, looking good. I like it. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for finding us on the Twitch. Not often we get people on the Twitch. Usually it's all about the YouTube, but I'm glad to see some people in the purple brand today. So Nuba, are you a bit of a Death Guard main? Have you got lots of Death Guard, or are you a general purveyor of the plastic? Oh, pointed right up to the collar on these. Okay, fair enough. Nuba, your first army Death Guard. What persuaded you to get into the hobby then, Nuba? What made you think I'm going to swap my human monies for plastic minis? We got Fong in the YouTube. It's going to happen. What's going to happen, Fong, dare I ask? Ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. That thing about pointing at each other in a reunion, had that experience on the bus today. Good stuff, Grim, good stuff. How's your hobbying going, Grim? What have you been working on recently? Adult money. Nice. And what made you choose Death Guard? What was the first model you ever got, Nuba? Bum-ba-dum-ba-dum-bum-ba-da-bum-bum. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Goodness gracious. Oh, we're not done the mouth. Let's do the mouth as well whilst we're here. And we'll play a game of which bits did I miss? Dum da dum da dum dum. Death Guard's Side of the Dark Imperium box was my first mini. Ah, okay. Got the Dark Imperium box. Nice box. First painted mini was a Blight Hauler. I do like a Blight Hauler. I've got a Blight Hauler. Painted it on the stream a few months ago. And how are you finding the hobby since joining it? Do you enjoy the building, the painting, the playing? All three? None of the above? Right, I think I've got all the dark red bits that I mean to get on these three models. Sure, we'll soon find something that we meant to do that we haven't. Bouncing. I'm playing that game at the moment. What's that game? What are you playing? What's going on? It's good and relaxing, and there are awesome people in it. Yeah, there's definitely awesome people around here, my friend. And you've already joined us in the Discord, so we're live every Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, 6 till 9 UK time. But you're also in the Discord, and that is the place to be. What colour are you going to paint the bloodletters? Red. A slightly different red to the one that I've painted the mounts. Playing the game and looking for what I might have missed. Yeah, so these bloodletters. I'm just going to slap on a slightly lighter shade of red. I think this is probably an appropriately named colour, right? What do you think? Blood for the blood red. So I'm gonna go for a wee, and when I come back, we're gonna put some red on these bloodletters. Why not? Anything you wanna talk about for when I come back? Get typing in the chat, and anyone that's not put the thumbs up in the YouTube video, if you can do, take us over the goal for the day. That'd be awesome. See you in a sec. Yeah. What is the tallest miniature you have? Let me have a look. I'd say the model with the tallest tip potentially the Bloodthirster. Mortarian's pretty tall. My Stormhawk Interceptor that's now going to Legends is pretty tall. Shard of Catan, also pretty tall. But yeah, I think Bloodthirster takes it. No, the Bloodthirster is a couple of inches taller than the Norn. Now, Lord of Schools is yeah, from where I'm sitting anyway, it looks like the Bloodthirster is taller than all of them. Does that add up to, what's that website? Mini Compare or something like that? Am I telling you porcupines? Oh wow, bouncing, they're pretty cool. What are they from? With Nuki Brown Ale in the background. I like those. Bum ba dum ba dum. Yeah, Lord of Schools. Whilst he's massive and chunky, there are things that are taller than him. I mean, he's directly next to Angron, and Angron is as tall as the Lord of Schools on my shelf. Lord of Schools, just a chunky chap. Yeah, real severe chunky. Yeah, he's a massive monstrosity. Sandman from the Marvel Crisis Protocol. Nice. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Right, let's slather a load of red over these. Right, I'm going to turn this palette entirely around so I don't mistakenly use the wrong red. As we shake up the blood red. So that sound and that shaking is the paint shaker in action. Be not alarmed. It's good to have so many new people in today. We've got new people in the YouTube, the Twitch and the Discord today. And we got Mike. Evening everyone, how are you, Mike? Good to see you, buddy. And anybody else that's new that has yet to get involved in the chat, all you got to do is type out some words, press the enter button, and you've just made a whole load of new friends. What a day. What an achievement. It's weird because this one is supposed to be lighter but looks darker in the palette. It's got me like that before. It's a tricky one. It's a trickster. It's a palette trickster. Right then. Let's smash a load of red on this, shall we? Be interesting to see these two shades of red side by side as well. See just what the difference is. Yeah, there is. Once it starts to dry, there is clearly a difference. That's good. Happy days. Hey, I'm new here. Just started collecting some minis. Got 2,000 points already. Lucky Knife, welcome to the stream. Whereabouts are you based, my friend? Thank you for joining in. Bum, 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 bum. Just got back from fishing. I got skunked. So I got stoned. Seems like a perfectly reasonable response to getting skunked. How was the fishing? What did we catch? What was Mike's catch of the day? If I told you where I'm from, you probably won't know where it is. It's quite an obscure country. Fair enough. Well, I'm glad to have you here. Thank you for getting involved. Any questions or suggestions or anything you want to talk about, just let me know. Whilst I cover this thing in red for the red god. I'll tell you what then, Lucky Knife. If you could live anywhere on the planet rent-free, where would you want to be? Skunked means I caught nothing. You know, when I was saying it, I was thinking that. My initial thought was, oh, it's been sprayed with a gassy smell. And then I thought, wonder if this is some sort of fishing terminology that I don't know. But on today's list of things that I've learned, that means Mike cast out his rod and acquired nothing. Oh, you got to see a hawk take down a bird that was pestering him. Nice. Nature at its most destructive best. Kind of want to live in a big city. Okay. 300,000 population ain't cutting it for me. Well, what's stopping you? What's stopping you, my friend? Bom. Rent-free, I would say Point Nemo in the South Pacific. It's so remote that at any given time you are closer to the International Space Station than you are to dry land. Okay. Yeah, I think I've seen that island. That's in the middle of the sea. I wonder how you move to... Does anybody ever move to that remote island? Or is it just... If you're born here, you live here and that's that? Right, so that's a red blood letter. Let that dry, see how it ends up. Dum 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 dum. Nobody can live there. There is an island, though, that I'm thinking of. There is an island that is the furthest island away from any other land, right? That's got people on it. May sound weird. Before I die, if I can make it over to Europe, I want to visit Chernobyl. Yeah, it's an interesting idea, right? A ghost town with spicy air. Oh, we've lost a like on today's stream. Rather than heading towards the goal, we've headed in the wrong direction. Oh man, that's not ideal. Curiosity with destruction caused by humans. Yeah, it's interesting to see, right? It's really interesting that all this heat that's been going on, and like all the old sunken boats and forgotten stuff that's been lost to time is revealing itself again. That's really interesting to see. Afro, I was there 3 times. Okay, interesting. How did that happen, Afro? Isn't that Sandown on the Isle of Wight? Oh, we got a couple of likes. Thank you guys, appreciate that. Filling up that red bar. Thank you very much. Making up for whoever it was that took their thumb away. You can't give the thumb and then remove the thumb. Come on. Thumbs are for life. Long story short, I found a guy on internet forums who happened to organise trips there. Okay. 5+ years ago. Now it's unfortunately not possible. Managed to pick up the 9th and 10th Death God codexes at a good price. Yeah, I mean, it'd be good to at least have them on the shelf if you get the code. That's a Brucey bonus. I wouldn't hold my breath with the code though. bum, bum, bum. Bum bum ba dum bum ba dum bum. Come on, Ol, tell us about your game with Tommy. What armies were you playing? What dispositions? Any notable moments? It was a combat patrol game. So it was the first time Tommy Watson, aka Zeitgeist from the channel, had ever rolled any dice. So we did a little bit of combat patrol. I was Tyranids. He was Dark Angels. He played the Dark Angels Combat Patrol that he won on this very channel earlier this year when we did one of our giveaways. That was pretty cool to see that. Oh, Afro posted two pictures from the trip in the dioramic scenes section of the Discord. How would I do the lighter edges? Either use a lighter blue, or if you have the blue that you used, and add some white. And then, if it's a sharp edge, you can run the edge of your paintbrush against it. And how many sixes did he roll? Not enough. Not enough, that is it. It was, he was a very good teacher. Just a shame I can't roll dice roll. Yeah, tell people from your point of view, Zeitgeist. There are two sides to every story, right? Bom bom. Let me have a look at this picture in the Discord 1 second. Let me have a look. Ooh, look at this. Interesting, interesting, Afro. Any more pictures? You seem to be quite close to the epicenter of the situation. What was the safety precautions? What were the Geiger counters doing? And yeah, if there's anybody else in the UK that wants to organise having a bit of a game, whether you've had 0 games or 1,000 games before, let me know, give me a shout, message me on the Discord. We'll see what we can do. I think we're 1 away from today's light goal as well, so if anyone's got a spare thumb, always useful. Right, that's an additional bloodletter. So we got this one to do. And then we'll be halfway there. Lemon and a pear. See what we'll do next. Well, it was going well until it wasn't. I think he rigged the dice. Really good to start learning. Hopefully we'll be better next time. Now I understand how to play. That's it. The more you play, the more you learn the rules, and the more you can be more proactive and reactive to what's going on. I quite enjoyed it when he wiped out my termagants and then I just brought them back to life again. Bouncing. I'll start walking up now. Well, I can come to you. Olmaph on tour, baby. Not been on a ferry for ages. Last time I was on a ferry, I ended up in Ireland. See, you're just going to be like me and table your opponent's turn 3 because Tau shooting is good. Well, I'm going to hide in the terrain and then jump out and maul you to pieces. I'm going to get my Von Ryan's leapers out. They pack a punch. They were probably them and the Psychophage did the vast majority of the heavy lifting at the weekend. I just saw Sai in the Discord talking about the dice challenge, putting dice on top of each other. He said it doesn't matter what size the dice are. Right, Sai, I'm gonna win. Easy peasy. Yeah, we used these dice for command points, but then we didn't really use our command points. You're kind of restricted with command points in Combat Patrol. Dum 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 dum. See, the benefit of cover and being hidden are two different things though, right? You can't shoot what you can't see. And then I'll use my one of my abilities to change my advance roll to a 6. Next thing you know, you got a load of Tyranids in your face. Or I'll just make an entire army of Deep Strike. Cheeky bit of rapid ingress, never hurt anyone. Fall back and shoot, yeah, that's not fun, right? That's not fun. Can't fall back and shoot if you're dead. Wah, ah, ah, ah. bum bum. Yeah, I don't tend to see a lot of flamey towel. Maybe we will do more so this edition. Look at this, Hayden is well indoctrinated into the ways of the robot fish. Tau have a gun for every scenario! You sound like Tau propaganda. Love to play against Tau with my World Eaters, just to show them guns aren't everything, that's it. Running wild. Yeah, what's the worst matchup a Tau can have? What do you reckon? Bum bum bum. The Tau guns don't look or sound like guns. Oh, logic. Honestly, I think a Kroot-centric army would be best for a World Eaters matchup. Especially if they bring a hefty chunk of Krootox. Okay. 3 things: cannon fodder, a wall that punches and shoots back, and the angry rhino bricks. Hammerheads and broadsides to munch on the vehicles. 8-bound deep strike, yeah, for sure, right? Blood for the Blood God with 3,000 points so far of World Eaters. Nicely done. Hey, maybe we can have a little look at some of my lists once I've got this red on. I actually sat down and listed all the 40k that I have. So if you want to see, I can show you. Bum, 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 bum. Right, the key's suitably redded up. Oh no, that hand is not red. Red hand gang. I must say, there's not a massive difference between these two colours of red. Do I think I win in a World Eaters matchup? No, but I think I can put up a pretty darn good fight. Oh, that sounds good. Sounds like a good fight. Stephen played Vatan into Kroot Heavy Tau. Did pretty well. My only issue is my Hellbrutes aren't dual melee, but I wish they were. The old smashy smashy. My Hellbrute has 0 melee. Dual shooty shooty, that's my Hellbrute. Most of that is I just don't own enough of the right models. Okay. Keep on building, keep on building. Patrick's going to make one small change to the Death Guard list. Had 2 lots of Death Shroud. 1 without a leader. I think I'm going to make it a 6-man Death Blob with Lord of Contagion. Nice. Always good to get a leader in a unit if you can. Bloodletters need brighter red, yeah. See, it was 2 shades lighter, according to the shade on the bottle. But, not really panned out that way. We'll see what we can do. I might just dry brush the little dotty bits with a lighter red and maybe that will make it pop a little bit more. I'll figure something out. We'll get there. And then your Death Shrouds are going to wipe a Necron squad. Nice. 3 more Hellbrutes. Good lord. Hayden's Hellbrute doesn't exist. Yeah, Necrons heal, reanimate, don't they, quite a lot. Although saying that, Tyranids can heal, quite a lot of units can heal. I think Calgar can heal, is that right? There's more and more healing nowadays, right? The shade chart lied to you, I think it did, brother. I bought back 10 Termagants at the weekend. Well, actually, that's not true. I bought back 6. I had the option to bring back 10, but then they would have been in strategic reserves, and I healed the one that was still on the battlefield. How does Tau not have a mechanic unit when the army hinges entirely on battlesuits? It's a good question. Hayden's asking all the right questions. Is it just me? I feel like Rogel Dawn should have a miniature in 40k. Rogel Dawn is a tank. He's a transformer. Do 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 do. We've got Nightwave with a little bit of tabletop. The old simulator. Wow, that's a lot of Tau and not a lot of anything else. Yeah, good to get more TTS players in the Discord. Is anybody ever really dead? I think the only one that's really dead is Sanguinius, right? And even then, Sanguinius probably magically return cheeky bit of retcon or something like that. Who knows? Necrons have it baked in, and yeah, that's always been like the big Necron thing, right? I remember playing against it in like 2003 and thinking this is horseshit. But here we are. Little robot zombies. In fact, Patrick, you can bring back poxwalkers. You can heal poxwalkers, right? You've got actual zombies, never mind robot zombies. Everyone gets a heal but the Tau. Is there no heal for the Tau? Sucks to be you. Only heal is in the kill team system. Okay. Fulgrim killed Ferrus Manus. Pass it on. We had a healing stratagem and he even took that. Oh dear, oh dear. Patrick glossing over the fact that he can resurrect his zombie voice. Plague zombies versus robot zombies. Fight! I don't have a heal mechanic. Blood for the Blood God. Well, I mean, technically, you can bring Angron back through a very specific set of circumstances. Wasn't there a guy in a tournament like last year or something that kept bringing back Angron? He pumped his pumped it up to like 50% chance or something. What do you guys think 12th edition box is going to be? Well, I don't think there'll be anything at this rate. I mean, this week's reveal was one bloke on a bike. We've got a long way to go. You've got to revive. I don't want to hear it from you. Hey, Lily! Our favourite Imperial agent joins us with half an hour to go. Better late than never, my friend. How are you, Lily? How was the weekend? Weekend was good. Finally got some paint on my Grey Knight conversions. Ooh. Look forward to seeing those, Lily. Only Angron, which I don't have or want. Well, best go buy some Angrons to go with your Lord of Skulls. And then you can start bringing him back from the dead. Straight back on the table with full health. Get practicing rolling those sixes. Poxwalkers reviving as a rule. There are some strats, but in my detachment it's a little tougher. Ah, okay. Yeah, I thought it was a typhus thing. Is it typhus that can resurrect a load of Poxwalkers every turn? My list is built around Khan. That's a dangerous guy to build around. He goes choppy choppy slashy slashy. No room for the hedgehog. Didn't Khan steal one of the hedgehog's axes or something like that? Yeah, there is fractional difference, to be fair, when you look at it up close between the two reds that I've used. But yeah, it definitely needs a little bit of work on the raised dots just to bring it out a little bit more. I kind of want to do a really bright green on these bits of weapon. I think a really bright green would really stand out. Let's see what I've got. Yeah, I just feel like a bright green hilt would look quite cool. What's the worst that can happen, right? Ooh, I've got a glittery green. Would that work? Glitter green? I think then glitter green and red's going to end up looking too Christmassy, right? Blood Christmassy crushes. Work in progress converted grey. Nice. Let me have a look. Ooh, very clean. Nice work. I like the multicoloured. A little multicoloured bit on the fists, and the candles on the shoulders are nice as well. Nice. Thank you for sharing, Lily. Suppressors go into Legends. Yeah, my Interceptor is going to Legends as well. I'm somewhat disappointed about that. If Typhus leads them, then kill something with his psychic, it brings back 1 per dead unit. Is that it? Is that all it is? I'm sure I played against someone a couple of years ago, and he rolled a dice to bring back Poxwalkers because of Typhus. He like resurrected D3 Poxwalkers every turn. I'll put my updated 11th list in Discord later. I think it'll work well. There's plenty of things to make a wall out of for the Berserkers to get close. Sounds good. I look forward to seeing it. Look forward to seeing that, my friend. Yeah. RIP in peace, half the marine vehicles. Yeah, hopefully it just means we'll get new ones. Because, like the speeder that is in the starter box was in Legends prior to the starter box, right? So shake up the green, shaking it up. Apologies for the loud sounds of the shaky paint. All the old vehicles but not the Rhino. Feels really odd. Yeah, I thought that. What is going to happen? Because the Rhino is super old, right? Halfway through a Kroot Farstalker team. Nightwave. Nice. I like it. The Grinch. The army of the Grinch. I think I would collect Kroot if they were a separate faction. But my Tau army is entirely metal. No green flesh allowed. Give it a bit more of a shake. Actually, I'm going to put it upside down and shake it. Results may vary. Right, let's see what this does. I feel like a really bright green on the weapons. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's see what we can achieve, shall we? Dun, 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 dun. You can collect enough Kroot to make a whole army. I thought you couldn't get to 2k with the current Kroot lineup. Is that not true? What would a 2k Kroot army look like? Well, this is super watery. Yeah, this colour's nice, but it's very, very watery. Which is a shame, because that's like basically the exact colour I wanted. bum, 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 bum. I would only play Kroot and Storm Surges if I played Town. About 200 models. Let me go run the numbers on your theoretical mech. Ah, go for it, man. That'd be interesting to see. Now we've got a new viewer in chat. We've got Requiem. Nice to see you. Welcome to the stream. How are you, my friend? Are you a fan of the plastic minis? Anybody got any tips on how to make these old Army Painter War Paint paints less thin? Less blotchy? Any ideas? Haha. I've progressed from feeling like my body is on fire and being stabbed by needles dipped in acid to just aching, and I have more energy, so I think I might be getting better. Good stuff. Good to hear. Woken up just in time to catch the last 15. Good to have you back, my friend. There has been far too much heresy without you here to police it. Just in time for a new Black Templar book as well. See, there is a new book on the horizon. How do you feel about that? Before enhancements, you're looking at a theoretical maximum of 2,705 points of Kroot. Okay, I didn't realise that. New book is cool. I need to get the spark for hobbying again. Hopefully the stream will be inspiring as it usually is. Well, let's hope so. At the very least, it may well make you want to go on a crusade against the heresy. Is it weird? Is it just me that finds it weird Citadel blood paint so close to blood? Yeah, there's a few red paints that are very close to blood, right? full army of Kroot is very much possible. Don't tempt me, Frodo! I've just ordered my 15th 40k army. I don't think I need to add a Kroot-only list to that. Not just yet. Yeah, this paint would be perfect if it wasn't so weird. It's like they've put loads and loads of contrast medium into it. And it's just not taking at all. Kind of weird. And I don't want to splodge it on, so we'll just have to see what happens, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. They have no vehicles or giant monsters outside of Legends, so it would be a very swarmy list. Sounds about right, though. Swarmy little lizards. Off work to focus on recovering. Yeah, let's get you all recovered up. We'll supply you with some thick gobbos. Lots of hobbying in the VC. Yeah, that'd be cool, man. What did you order? Asked Stephen for the 15th army. Bananas in pajamas. The Golden Boys, the Custodies are on their way. And I think I'm going to pre-order the Custodies box for this weekend as well, so that they've got some friends. Yeah, I got a really good deal on a Combat Patrol on eBay. Custodies Combat Patrol, it's like 50 something quid. So I was like, yeah, at that price. Somebody should take eBay off me after a certain point in the evening. When I'm going insane looking after a baby until 3 o'clock in the morning, I just end up on eBay buying even more stuff. Oh no, Olmaph is going meta, boy! I mean, the Olmaph meta is that they will stay in the box for the next 2 to 3 years, if we're honest. Maybe hit up the Space Marine 2. Yeah, maybe on Thursday we'll do some on the members only stream on Thursday. A cheeky bit of Space Marine 2ing. Could be good, could be good. Lil Hater, I've done some touch-ups, but I don't know what I want to put on the pauldron. Yeah, have you got some transfers? Oh no, because it's a 3D print, right? Yeah, when you get the... Alex has joined us in the Discord. Who is Alex? Do you want to put your hand up so I know I can put a face to a name? As for the shoulder pads, Lil Hater, when you buy the official Space Marine box, you get... In fact, I've got some right here, my friend. You get these little transfers. And what you do is you cut them out, put some water on them, and then you can put the design onto the shoulders of the model. So, like, I'll show you this one. So this guy, for example, has got a little ultramarine symbol on the shoulder. Oh yeah, baby. Yep, leave them in the box till they become legends. Killing Xenos and heretics is good for the soul. He's back. He's back, boys. Yeah, so I'm going to have to do a couple of layers of this green. But I'm actually quite pleased with my choice because I do think the green contrasts really well with the red. Oi oi! How's your Chaos Army coming along? Yeah, Safari's so goody, my friend. How are you, Club Me? Good to see you, if only for the last few minutes of the stream. I do a terrible attempt at freehand. It's not freehand, Lil. It's like it's almost like a sticker. So you just cut it out. Yeah, if you go and watch my stream from last week, I demonstrate how to use these. Maybe I'll cut that up into a little YouTube short. It's a bit like a lick and stick tattoo. Anybody want to own up to being Alex in the Discord? Before I give them a roll, in case they're a bot. If you're Alex, let me know. I'll give you a roll and you can get involved. Since I'm late to the party, can you start over? Well, video on demand for you, my friend. I've got a baby to look after for the next 6 hours. The sooner he moves out and gets a job, the better. What I meant was, can't I paint it? Hey, if you're good at freehand. Yeah, of course you can, my friend. Yeah, go for it. That'll be impressive to see. Yeah, that'll be really good to see. Let me know how you get on with the freehand, Lil. You can freehand whatever you want on there. You can have X's and O's, you can have U's, you can have a smiley face, a sad face, however you're feeling, my friend. Go for it and let me know how you get on. Make little how-tos for questions you get asked regularly and then put them up as shorts. It's a good idea, Blood for the Blood God. Yeah, could be good, right? I never remember what the questions are I get asked all the time, though. Maybe a little rule of cool video? Maybe we could do a Q&A? An AMA, whatever it might be. And here's me playing a little guitar solo. A little bit of the pentatonic scale. Yeah, let me have a little think. See what we can come up with. Does anybody want to see my war organ? Haha, do an ASMR. Oh, I detest ASMR. FAQ. All these acronyms. Maybe we need a little acronym explainer. this is a good one for which armies do you have? This would answer that question, right? Yeah, Patrick, I'll sort that out at some point. I'll have a little look into some FAQ stuff. But these are the armies I have, if anyone's interested. And there are no duplicates, so in like where you can combine Khorne and Chaos, or Chaos Knights and Chaos, or whatever it might be. There's no duplicates in any of these lists. Yeah, we've missed out on some Requiem banter, right? Oh yeah, we gave out a load of roles to people. Requiem's the preacher. Could you write them down, Blood God? I don't remember seeing them in the Discord. Anyway, there you go. Maybe I'll put them into this Discord at some point. But yeah, a little FAQ or something like that could be interesting. I'll have a little look into that. I like the suggestion, especially with the YouTube shorts. Yeah, I just need to get a bit of time to put some shorts together. I've got a lot of ideas and not a lot of time to do them. However, I mean, it's time to start wrapping up for today. I could happily go for another hour, but unfortunately I've got stuff I need to do in the real world. Or AFK as we call it. There is no real world, only away from keyboard. So, as always, as I sip from my Olmaph mug, available at olmaph.com. Thank you all for being here. It's good to see you all. It's good to see people get involved in the chat. We've got brand new people asking new questions. We've got people that have been around for a long time telling me stuff I never knew. Knowledge sharing is caring. Having all the fun is how it's done. So thank you all. Hopefully you've not hated it. And hopefully I'll see you all tomorrow or Wednesday, 6 till 9 UK time. And if not, in the Discord. As always, appreciate it. Thank you all for being here. Thanks for getting involved. Thanks Kadu Lost for the super chat. $9.99, very much appreciated. And Blood for the Blood God for some jewels in the shape of a dog treat. Thank you all. Don't forget to post what you've been working on in the Discord. Look after yourselves and each other. And I'll see you all again soon.